Hi, Gwen Peterson here, creator of Insights and Illuminations, just clicking away on different things in the background to make sure I have everything in place to try something new for this message. Um, I have done blogs for many years, and some of you have seen them, whether it was from the personal emails I sent or later on in my emails that I send out through the newsletter. I've tried to be a little more frequent with them. There was a little period of time where I kind of stopped, but I'm back and I'm putting them back out to you, and hopefully they will be relevant to you in helping you move through whatever you might be moving through, and even if you're in a really good place and things are going really well, you can always kick it up a little bit more. So it doesn't hurt to play around with different ideas, especially around spirituality. And where did I want to go with all this? All right. So instead of a message going out to you, some generic message about the month, about what's coming up, about what I'm doing, I thought rather we'll do little vlogs, I guess. I will look at what today's or this email's message, newsletter's message, um, the blog is about, and maybe talk a little bit more on it. See if maybe I can help it resonate more with you, in case it didn't to start with. So let's take a second. Let's close our eyes. It always helps to be able to focus and be in the moment. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, focus, relax, give yourself a moment right now to just be about you and what's going on right now, and not the other dozen things that are happening around you. One more deep breath. And an exhale. All right. Open those peepers back up. So today's blog is about the grandness of perfection. The last newsletter that went out talked about tapping into the feeling of perfection. I asked if you read it, I asked that you find something that you really, really like, or something that represents perfection to you, whether it be a sunset, flowers, whatever it is. And just even going there myself, starting to get a little teary-eyed just because of the context and the connection. So perfection. This blog revisits with that, and I talk about how to go even a little deeper into that feeling. I think sometimes through the course of our days, we kind of cut ourselves off from our emotions, and we don't want to be, over the top one way or the other. And so sometimes we just shut down those emotions and put ourselves in a little box, and we just kind of move through our day. And then sometimes, if we find we're stuffing some of those emotions, say you're experiencing things that are, a little painful. How's that? Painful, fearful. You put the label on it, and you've been stuffing those down. You don't want people to see it. You want to put on a happy face for everybody. You stuff it away, and then it explodes. Something really, it doesn't even have to be anything of any major consequence, but it's just enough to be that tipping point to put you over that edge. And then you blow up. And those are usually the emotions that we start that register for us. Okay. They either the total blowouts, or say something wonderful and exciting happens, and you're just so over the top with feeling great. And maybe that is a time when you register those feelings, but everything else in between, not so much. And the insights and illuminations work that I've been doing over the years, I've been all about that, helping you to tap into those emotions more readily through the course of your day, because those emotions that are vibrating all day long, you might not register, they might not register with you, but they are registering in the environment around you. And they, if you're not mindful of it, you can be attracting all kinds of things to you that maybe you weren't planning to or hope to. So, emotions. Um, and in this blog, I'm talking about how to tap into a really high emotional vibration. Okay. So if you're going through some depression, grief, um, disempowerment type of situations, maybe anger, um, you know, rage of some sort because of something that's, happened in your life. This might not be your thing right now. You might want to put this on hold until you're probably in a more maybe frustrated. If you're frustrated, overwhelmed, if you could put those labels on where you're at right now, this is a good conversation for you. But those other ones you might want to wait on just because too much of a jump. What I'm gonna be talking about is too much of a jump for you emotionally. So, when you can, and again, it's a practice, learning to stop in the course of your day and say, "How am I feeling? Where am I at with this? How do something's happening. How am I feeling about that?" And if you can start to do that and do little, um games, I guess you could call it, to move yourself into a better place. Even like I said before, even if you're already in a good place, this is a good way to move yourself even into a higher place. So you focus on something that you love, okay? Be it person, place, or thing. Focus in on that thing that you love, the thing that you would think of as being perfect in your life, and focus there. It always opens my heart. Sorry. um, So when you focus there on that perfection and allow yourself to feel the perfection, okay? Feeling it, allowing yourself to open up that heart. And yeah, you might get some tears, happy tears, okay? They're not sad tears, they're happy tears. Um, but feeling those emotions and allowing those emotions to come out, because those emotions that are pouring out of your heart center are very high frequency emotions that put you in alignment with wonderful things in your life. And the more often you can be in those places with an open heart, the better you're gonna feel, the more you're gonna enjoy your life, and when you're in that place more often, you'll notice when you slip out of that space. Something will happen, and all of a sudden you'll be like, "Ooh, that didn't feel so good." And that means that you've r enacted, you've started up, you've jump started, you've ignited, I don't know what word to use here. It ignites your, awareness of how you're feeling, and that is a good thing. It's a good thing to know when you're slipping out of that slipping out of it, that feeling of, "Ooh, that doesn't feel so good," isn't a bad thing, and it's not doesn't mean you're screwing up or anything. It just means that you are now aware of your emotions, and an awareness of where your emotions are gives you control over your emotions, because now you can say, "Ooh, I don't feel so good. I want to move into a better feeling place." And one way to do that very easily is to go to that happy spot, that place of perfection, that thing that you love, the thing that you embrace, because that help it's like a touchstone for you to reconnect at your soul level with the perfection of all that is, whatever you want to call the universe, God energy, the all, the it, there's so many names for that higher energy. So whatever name you use for it, when you tap into that heart center and you open it, that allows you to connect with an even more larger than life, powerful energy that is love, peace, and joy at its heart center and its essence. It's all that it is. So that's a good way to do that. I sometimes hear people say, "Oh, I don't know, an open heart, people step on it, people do this, people do that." That's a whole nother story. Okay. That comes from being more engaged with the physicalness of your life, putting other people in charge of your happiness, putting people in charge of, things that they shouldn't be in charge of in your life. Because when you're coming from your heart center, that is your power. That is your safety net. That is your security. That is the part of you that is divine wisdom and will keep you on track for your highest good. So, maybe on another talk, we will venture into why opening your heart up and feeling those emotions and moving from a higher place is a good thing, as opposed to letting other people be in charge of it. But anyway, I think as I go along, these might get shorter and a little more to the point. This was a first time out. I hope I added something to the blog and something to your day. Take care until the next one, which will be in 2 weeks. Take care.